Good day. Today is the 31st day of May 2026. Yes, you heard that correctly. In just a few hours, we will be in the month of June. I indicated to you previously that I will be back in June. So if you're seeing this, it's just me saying I'm back. But before we get into the meat of the matter of the meat that you came here to devour, we are going to pull up our account so that you can see exactly where we are currently. So we're just going to be logging into the account at this time and give you a preview of where we are. So currently our Webull account is sitting at $5,437.82. That's a combined total. We have an individual cash account and we have a Roth account that is active. In the cash account, we are down 39.77%, which is not too bad. It could have been worse. We could have been down 100%. And you may have realized as well that the balance in this account is pretty much lower than when we first paused our session. What I did, I liquidated a few of the positions and transferred out that money into some other account that I was actively managing, so that we can start afresh in this account, so that we can see that starting from ground zero, we can gradually work our way up and work our way past these negative account balances. You know that in this account we're only investing in one company, and that company is SoFi. It doesn't have to be SoFi for you. It can be any company that you see, you understand, you know how they work, you understand the chart flows. Any company, you can choose one company and invest in that company in a likened manner, and you will see the benefits and the reward. It's better to be a specialist before you become a generalist. So that is why I'm showing you what is possible with using only one company, not two, just one. But we are going to do different techniques with this one company. So we're going to have the stock of the company, which we already have. We have 101 shares of the company, which is down 8.79%. That's not too bad. If it was down 50%, it's still not too bad, because we understand this company and we are looking at a price target for this company by 2028 at about $50, the latest. 2028, if it's not 50, something is definitely wrong with our model and our projection. That there is something that we're looking at, and by 2030 we're expecting that this company will be at least $100. So you may say, how is this possible? It is just at about $18 right now. That is true. But if you understand the setup, the foundation that has been laid in the banking system, you will realize the future projection. And this is a underrated company. It is an overlooked company. It doesn't have the right multiple. It hasn't been properly classified. So these are some inefficiencies that are in the market which we can take advantage of. So when you see like an inefficiencies in the market, you too can take advantage of those. So we have SoFi calls at $35. We paid $100 for them, and now they had decreased to about almost 50% down, but we still held on to those. We're going to keep holding on to them because we think that it will reach even 32 by the end of this year. I was about to say by the end of the third quarter, but let us just say this year. If it doesn't reach 35, as long as it continues to progress up, we can take from this if the market condition changes. So we can close our position. And we have a $45 call that is for 2028. And you may be saying, wow, 2028, why so far? Because that gives you more time, more leverage in terms of betting for the future return of this company. We are currently down 60%. We are down about 80% on this position. I had bought some more contracts for this position in another account at a lower price, because the price that we were supposed to buy this at was $5, but for some strange reason my system bought it at $7.11.5, right? So that is why we're in this predicament, because we were expecting to have at least 10 of these contracts that we're just going to sit on and wait until the time comes. And these are just basically my projections for this company. They may occur, they may not occur, but there's a high probability that they will occur. And with that playing out, we're going to transform this account from $3,900 to about $30,000. All right, so just bear that in mind, and that is just a first step in getting our feet wet as we continue on this journey. And for this account, we're going to treat this account as though it is someone who doesn't have much to invest. But I'm going to let you know that for every week, we're just going to put $100 into this account. Every week, $100, and we're going to compound it until the end of the year. And that there will show you that even if you have a little capital, you can make progress if you are diligent and intentional about your mode of operation. So just bear that in mind as we navigate this atmosphere at this time. Now let us go into our ROT section of the account. We are currently at $1,515.64, and you know that we had placed $6,000 in this account, and we lost all $6,000 from this account, but we had some extra that we could have put in to complete a ROT contribution for that here, and we had done that. So let us just look at the transaction. The last time we had placed in $750, and from that $750 it has taken us to this. Let us look at the history. We have one open order currently. Our profit and loss, we see that we were all the way up here and we came all the way down. So that is profit and loss. Let us see if we can see how the account has been done, sitting dormant. So this is the year-to-date performance. So January we lost, February lost, March we lost, April we made $731.00. That's only one trade that we made in April. And May we haven't done anything for May. We didn't make any trades in May. We were hoping to have made a trade in May, but we haven't made any trade in May. So cumulative, this is what the profit and loss is looking like currently year to date. But let us go back out and see our stock. We are down on the stock, we're up on the option. The bonds, we don't have bonds, we don't hold bonds in our accounts. All right, so that is just some idea as to where we are currently. But this is just the initial phases. But for you, what I want you to do, if you are below the threshold and you can contribute the maximum to your ROT account, I would suggest that you contribute to your ROT account. If you are looking for cash flow and you just want to work the market as a job and get some capital from time to time, then you're going to put money into your brokerage account. Once you put the money into your ROT account, it's basically locked up until you are about to retire. That is a profit. But the money that you contribute to the ROT account, you can draw it out if there is an emergency. But we don't want you to be in an emergency situation where you're drawing out money from the ROT account, because this here is our tax-free growth that we are trying to maximize. All right. So that there is the Webull account. Let us see if we can open the Moomooo account. So let us go to Moomooo, and this is our Moomooo account now, and the current account balance is $1,500. So this account has been iffy. Remember, we placed $2,000 in this account 1,000 in the margin account and 1,000 in the cash account. And currently we're down by almost $400 plus, all right? But this is the nature of the game, so we have to be very mindful as to how we play this game. So once we have a little bit more momentum taking place in the market, this account will go all the way back to 10,000. Because if you were here with me initially, we had this account with $2,000 and we took the account to 10,000 within about 3 months. All right, and now we didn't sell, we didn't liquidate any of our positions, and now we're in this predicament. So this here is giving us guidance that when you are in profit, you will need to sell or close certain positions as needed, because if you don't close those positions, you're going to incur the loss, and you cannot be greedy in this game. So this is just an overview of the account standing. So that's in June when we come back together as a family and we are progressing. I'll show you my daily trades from this account and how we're going to be building it up together, and the different techniques that I use, different situations that I see, I will explain them, and then you can see if they make sense. If they do not make sense, then you're not obligated to use them. But this is where we are currently, and I wish for you all the best. Does it make dollars or does it make sense? Be safe in the market until we meet again. Be blessed, my friends.